My relationship with music started early because of growing up in my household around my parents and music. But a lack of kids in the neighborhood is really what started my musical journey. When I moved here to Philadelphia, I moved to Mount Airy, and on my block I was the only kid. I think I was the only kid for miles. So I fell back in love with the piano, and that started a musical journey, going into F.S. Edmonds and meeting a great music teacher who recommended I go to Girard Academic Music Program. So all of it really started, I guess, the direct answer is moving to Philadelphia. It's hard to really describe, or for me to describe, my sound. But if I had to say what I'm going for, and that I hope that what the listeners enjoy, is a sense of structured freedom and a respect to the tradition that comes before me. I hope in my sound you hear 𝗢𝗍𝗃, Shirley Scott, Eddie Green, Sid Simmons, Sam Dockery, and many, many more. I hope you hear those people and those influences, and then taking those influences and putting them into what I hope is my voice, with the structured freedom of all of those other people. So as far as people who have inspired me and people who have given me something to think about on this journey, that list is so long. And in growing up in a place like Philadelphia, there was no shortage of mentors and friends of the music that I came across. But I will say first, my parents, they as performers, they both put in me like the sense that this is something you can do. And I'm not saying my mother wasn't worried at times, like, "Ooh, I wish she would go do this." But at the same time, she really had my back, along with my father, because they were in the performing arts and they understood the importance of the arts. So they were my biggest mentors or biggest inspirations. But as time went on, I mean, it was my uncle, Ellsworth Gooding, Ben Gooding, all these just amazing musicians that I was blessed to call family. If I had to name the most memorable moment in my career, I would say it hasn't happened yet. I want to keep going and continue making memories. I want to thank everybody live from the stage, winning a Grammy. Somebody said something to me the other day. They were like, "Yeah, you still want that Grammy," as if it was a bad thing. Yes, I want that. And I'm claiming it and I'm putting it out there. So I don't know, I've had some great experiences, but I'm always looking forward to the next one. Every day brings a new light and a new job and a new journey. If you're wondering what I got going on, OrinEvansMusic.com. Some beautiful things happening this summer and fall. 𝗢𝗿𝗶𝗃, a co-led group with Nasheet Waits and Eric Rivas. We have a new record coming out called You Think This, America. That is being released in June. Then also in July, the new Captain Black big band record is coming out with some very special guests. You'll hear about it. I'll tell you now. Great Lisa Fisher, the great 𝗍𝗏, Paul Jost, Joanna Pascal. So it's basically CBBB with vocals. So a lot of good things are happening. Just stay tuned and keep doing what you're doing, supporting the music. We need you so that we can keep doing what we're doing. Making a difference is something I saw growing up. My father was a teacher and he constantly made a difference in not only his students there, but in a local community theater. He was there. He was a second father to a lot of people. And I've always wanted to be that. For me, I've had great people like Doc Holliday, not a musician, but just a good big brother, Kenny McLean, who have guided me through some life things. So sometimes when I look at making a difference in the things that I've tried to do, is just create opportunities and to create a space where artists can come together in fellowship. So if I had to say I made this difference in the last 20 years, I would hope that it's breaking down boundaries that exist in smaller city music scenes and making it so we can all just get together. That's ultimately my goal with community and fellowship. So this means a lot to me because it's coming from a community-based organization. My uncle got an award similar to this before JazzBridge, but it was the same people like Kim Tucker and her mother. And that's where I met Tim Warfield. I was 14 years old. So now that I'm not 14 years old and I'm sitting here getting this award, it means a lot, but it's also based in those other people like Tony Williams, 𝗢𝗿𝗿 𝗀𝗃, Bootsy Barnes, that made a difference in me. Don Wilson, there's so many, we could go on. So I just hope that I continue to inspire people to come out, hear the music, say hello to your neighbor, and just be humble.